Hello everybody, and welcome back to my stay on the RetroPrison server. I'm just joking. It's not actually all that bad. You know, you'd think that it would be tedious and stuff, but there's lots of fun stuff to do instead of just mining all day, especially if you got friends. Here's how my house building is going. Interesting, huh? I put in a fireplace, but there's no flint, so I don't know how I'm going to light any fires. I'm going with an interesting little stair pattern here. You can still walk straight up just by walking over it, but at least it's interesting. I don't know how to get the rest of the materials I need to finish this house off because, I could go mine wood, but that seems really lame. Point is, man, voting here is really cool. Like, if I was still on hardcore server, I have enough time there, so I know what I'm talking about. Survival game server would be like, hey, if you vote for this server, you can unlock, after so many votes, a special kit that's really, like, overpowered. Because look at this. I randomly acquired a medium gift box, which, now that I know what stuff is crazy. A kit immortal, don't know what that is. 750 million. Well, next rank is 80. That's a really big leap. And everything else, if you know about what the items do here, an ultra pick, double ore, like this is all ridiculously good stuff, and I'm here to really test it out. So shift, right click, right? Shift, right click. Oops, wrong one. Okay. You received 3,000,003 gapples? Oh, God, apples. Okay. Huh. That probably could have gone better because I earned 2 god apples the other day. Well, didn't earn them. Bubbly gave them to me after a drop party. But I suppose, 3 million is nice. God apples are nice. Maybe I can figure out how to build a shop later and sell them for mega cash if I can figure out how much this stuff costs for. One book for 500,100. I don't actually know how to bid on auctions yet either. /bid. Your bid exceeds your current balance. Shift bal. Oh. I see. And I don't actually know what book it was either. That's the funny thing with books. It's always a risk, I suppose. Now, my plan with this house anyway, just to have a little quick look around, is, well, I don't know, make it homely. I'm gonna have a shop somewhere too. Maybe a second floor, maybe a secret basement maze, because I'm into mazes. I suppose it's not a secret if I tell you guys, but you guys have followed me enough. You know I like mazes. I'm building one in there. Totally I am. What am I gonna build it out of? Well, whatever I have the most out of, so... Oh, that's what the stone bricks are gonna be for, I think. And if you complete the maze, what happens? I don't know. You should be able to get something cool. So, anyway, I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna go back to building, because that's not so much fun on camera. Wow, guys, that was the scariest thing ever. You didn't realize it, but I logged back into the RetroPrison server on my own, only to find that I was completely trapped in the ground, and I just learned lesson 1 of being on the RetroPrison server. Don't log out when you're in the middle of a mine, because it'll refill while you're gone. Welcome back, everybody, to FWIP, playing here. Whoever may be watching, please don't stalk me or anything. I mean, sure, you could probably join here, head over to my home and see my progress, but that's rather creepy. Anyways, my house is going quite well. Let's have a look around. Managed to go to warp blocks when apparently somebody had been there with a silk touch pick and managed to pick up some stained glass. It's a bit of a weird warp, but I'll just show you it right now for the sake of completionism. Blocks. There we go. You misspell it wrong, the game doesn't think you have any right to be there. Or you can just get weird random stuff like bookshelves. Like, I don't know why you'd need bookshelves. Or sand. Huh. Interesting. Suppose maybe I could smelt the sand into glass? Oh my inventory's still full of, like, random guff, as the saying is. I'm also not wearing a chest plate. That's weird. What happened to my chest plate? Oh well. Thankfully, every so often you can do /kit starter and just randomly get whatever gear you seem to need. Wonderful. So while I was gone, you might notice that I'm now rank L. Well, that's because, you know, playing this game, the further you go, the better the mines get. Like, the one that I'm at now, that you might have saw briefly, is just filled with diamond ore blocks and gold. And I'm not totally sure if this is better than if they were diamond blocks, because from what I've learned, fortune enchantment doesn't actually work on, like, you know, the blocks. Now, that might be self-explanatory, but here on a multiplayer server with lots of plugins, that's not totally for granted. The fact that the fortune enchantment kind of works on diamond ore kind of makes me feeling like, hey, I kind of need to use it. But watch this. I can go to this and just do /blocks, or /block, something like that. One of those. Block. I don't have enough space. Okay. That's interesting. Block. There, and you can just immediately transform every stack, pretty much every stack anyway, into a stack of blocks, which is a heck of a lot of handy. You could also do /smelt on this particular server to turn everything that happens to be into your hand into, well, bars. I mean, that's, again, kind of self-explanatory, but you can kind of just go crazy in the middle of the mine shaft here, getting a little bit of experience every so often. And what do you use experience for? Well, that is a very good question. Because I've learned that there are specific enchantment books that you can earn, but they're extremely rare. Like, that's where, like, voting and getting special chests come into play. That's where drop parties become amazing, because if you can get yourself, like, a book of collect, it'll automatically put your items into a chest for you when you mine them, which, well, you can imagine, a double chest is certainly bigger than your inventory. Like, you could just go crazy. I don't know what it would tell you once your chest is full, though. Maybe it... You must have to link it to a specific chest or something. There's a lot of aspects of this game I haven't even explored yet on the prison server here, like, what is PvP like? What is, Sky High? Actually, I think that still is not quite active. Listen to that guy who's probably got a king pickaxe. Now, I could kind of be a jerk and follow him and try to pick up his drops, but all's fair in prison, isn't it? So where's his name tag? Maybe he's above me. I could totally just kind of swipe his stuff. There's totally no rules about that sort of thing, I'm sure. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's just go follow him. I mean, it's a real jerk move. Like, we have the entire, like, mine to just mine, and I'm gonna go right next to him and pick up the drops that he's dropping. Right? That's not particularly nice. Oh, I think maybe he's got one of those special things. Hey? I don't know how we can say best iron when clearly there's no iron here whatsoever. It's all gold and magic. But that's fine. Why don't I meet you in a little bit, because of course, although I do kind of like the whole grindy aspect of it and that it makes mining a lot more interesting, yeah. The word choice I'm looking for here is that footage of mining is not that entertaining. So I'll be right back. Ooh, free stuff. You know, one of these days, people are going to say, gee, Fwip, what is the whole point? You know, why is it fun to do this? Why just keep gaining items, selling items, etc.? Well, the thing is, one of these days, I'm going to figure out how to make my own shop and do exactly what everyone else is doing. Because kind of the fun thing is that everybody is, like, in the same position as you, I think. Yes? So I kind of ran out of ores here, so I'm going to have to go mining. But the point is that other place that I just was at is awesome, right? You can sell all your stuff. Like if I had more emerald blocks, that would be a really good price, I think. Maybe diamonds. I'm not, even if you sell them for a little bit less than the best. I mean, the point is you're ranking up pretty good. So my goal, at least at some point, is maybe to even have my own drop party some point in the future, where people can go crazy and be all excited and stuff. Because even though it's really difficult on your own, being able to make crazy overpowered shops and finding your own way to get to the top is what it's all about. It's kind of funny that I thought originally that like the admins were going to ban me because I went, I've been here what 2 or 3 days and I'm already rank L. Like that's kind of insane. Oh wait, do I have any diamonds on me? Yes, I do. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I think what I need to do is see if I can get a lucky enchantment. Because as far as I'm aware, with 37 levels, which kind of... Oh, and when there's an auction, you can just scroll over the names. This is an efficiency 3 shovel. It's alright, but I could probably craft that myself. I'm gonna go find an enchanting table. Someone's got to have one with some bookshelves. Ah, there we go, an enchantment table. Yeah, you can just explore the player-made wilderness to find goodies, and that's kind of what I think it's all about. Oh, I see. You have to use an empty hand. Okay, so we're going to use 30 levels, and we get... Well, if we don't care about... Well, actually, everything else is like efficiency 11. So... I don't know. Even trading that, it's worse than the starter pick. So I'm not totally sure what I'm supposed to do with levels. Maybe I can have fun renaming things at anvils. But for right now... I mean, we can easily test out which is better. Ooh, wait a minute. I still got haste. From that beacon. Ah, it's gone. You can see that this new one really isn't that special. As opposed to this one, which just eats through everything. Not as much as the king pickaxe. Alright, guys, I have to admit something. I pulled a stupid. Off screen, one of these days, I kind of, heard somebody saying in the chat, hey, come with me to the secret shop. And I was like, well, I don't know what's there, but I heard you can buy rare stuff like saplings and hoppers. And I kind of want to know how. Anyways, when I was like 5 steps in, I think user BB King, or whatever his name was, kind of came up behind me, backstabbed me. I don't know if you actually drop your items in this game, but I kind of forgot I was carrying the king pickaxe. So, well... all's fair in prison, right? I gotta say, though, I don't want to rank up too fast, because it's awesome to find out what's next, but again, eventually you get free, right? I think. I mean, that probably takes an obscene amount of time, but, like, what happens after that? Besides the awesome drop parties and stuff that you can create for other people. It sort of is the regular Minecraft problem, though, of what do you do once you've beaten everything? But in this case, you just get to go on crazy player stuffs. And I don't plan on, for example, destroying my gang's base or some crazy stuff like that. No, although I do have to look into how cool it is to be on someone's gang. Also, look how fast I'm getting experience here. If I'm going to waste 30 levels on something... it doesn't seem to matter all that much, because look at 2 minutes later, back to level 30, something like that. I'm a little bit of a fan of these right now, even though, yeah, probably ore blocks would be better, purely just for, well, not comedic purposes, but, value. It's weird, huh? How on prison servers, it seems to be, you're in jail, so now the entire environment is just pure capitalism. Man, that's strange. You'd think it'd be a little bit more... well, I suppose it is player bartering, but... I don't know, more violent? Well, maybe not. Different tasks besides mining? I don't know, I kind of like this so far, but maybe I can come up with some pretty neat suggestions on this whole thing. I mean, it's cool, it's different. I like trying new stuff. And this is a new kind of Minecraft environment I've never done before, so... There we go. And you need to have an empty hand to do /block. Which is a little bit annoying because... Honestly, if you're mining, you always have too much stuff in your inventory. See, look, now I can do it again. Block. Boom, 54. So, oh, there we go. The other nice thing is when the mines get reset, whoever was mining below you, all their stuff comes back up to the surface. So that's a nice little freebie sometimes. Oh, whoops. Also, you'll get trapped. Leave me your comments and suggestions, please. I read everything. I'd like to know what you might expect or want Flip to do next. Besides building a house, building a shop, playing PvP, and maybe betraying his friends in some sort. I don't really want that last one, but hey. I do appreciate my viewers, whoever you are. I'll see you later.